Hello, BPY students and families. Nice to be reading with you again. We are going to continue our study of feelings and emotions. Today, we are going to be reading Shy Spaghetti and Excited Eggs, a kid's menu of feelings. Shy Spaghetti, interesting. Welcome to the Feelings Restaurant. There are lots of different kinds of feelings. Here's the menu. We have happy hot dog. We have worried watermelon. We have shy spaghetti. Sad spinach. Surprised strawberry. Sorry steak. Angry apples. Excited eggs. Scared shrimp. Lonely lettuce. Confused cupcake. All feelings are okay. No feeling is right or wrong, and you get 100% discount when you show your feelings in a good way. When you feel happy, you feel like everything is wonderful. Maybe something good or special has happened, or you could just be having a very good day. Usually, we feel happy in our whole bodies, and we smile or laugh a lot. But sometimes the happy feelings get too big and you start to get really silly and bother other people. Then you need to get back in charge of your happiness. This is easy. First, you need to know that you are too silly. Usually a mom or dad will tell you that. You might be talking very fast and loud. You might not be able to stop laughing. You will need to slow down, and here's how. Count all your fingers and breathe in and out slowly until you feel regular, happy again. Worries are thoughts or feelings that bother you. They make you nervous. Worries start when kids think a lot about things that might go wrong or that already happened that didn't feel right. Sometimes you can be so full of worries that you can't relax or sleep well. The more you worry, the bigger your worries get. What can you do? You can close your eyes. You can take a deep breath until using only your nose. Do that slowly. And when your tummy is full of air, get ready to breathe out and pretend you're going to blow up a balloon. Slowly breathe all the air into your pretend balloon. Think about blowing your worries into the balloon. Do this 5 times. Imagine the balloon is floating away and taking your worries with it. Shy is when you're nervous about being around other people, especially other kids. Shy is a little bit like hiding from other people. You worry about letting other people know you. You might not even want people to look at you. Shy is when you worry too much that you'll say or do something that other kids won't like or will laugh at. You might worry that people won't like you. Shy spaghetti is too shy to come out. Here are some things we do when we feel shy. We take deep breaths in and out really slowly 5 times. I practice talking and sharing my ideas at home. I make believe that my mom and dad are other kids, and I say and do things to pretend I'm not shy. Become the boss of your shyness. Tell yourself, I can do this. When I think that other kids are looking at me and won't like me, I remember that my imagination made that up. And we kids are more the same than we are different, right? Sometimes we worry about things that we really don't have to worry about. Everyone gets scared sometimes. Other words for scared are afraid, frightened, or fearful. Sometimes there are things that are really truly scary and anybody would be afraid of. But sometimes your imagination turns safe things into scary things. And this usually happens when you're upset. Get me out of here. I'm afraid of the dark. I'm scared. I can't see anything. Is my food here yet? Woof. Dog doesn't seem so worried, huh? A grown-up like your mom or dad can usually help you figure out why you're so upset. Next time you're scared, remember how good it feels to be brave. If you're not scared first, you never get the chance to be brave. Sad is when you don't feel happy inside. Sad is when you can't think of things to make you smile. When you're sad, it's hard to have fun and you don't have a lot of energy. That's because you can feel sad in your whole body. Nobody ever orders me. They don't like me. I feel sad. Remember, that's the lettuce. If you keep any feeling that bothers you deep inside, like a secret, you might start to feel worse. This happens with sad feelings a lot. Here's what you can do to move the feelings from inside to outside. You can tell someone how you feel. You can draw your sad feelings. You can use your toys to play your sad feelings. You can do some exercise that moves your whole body and makes you feel better. You can think about things that make you happy and make pictures of them in your mind. The chef has a problem. He burned the steak. He's full of regret. That means he feels so sorry and he wishes he hadn't done it. He's embarrassed because he made a mistake. He doesn't want to disappoint anyone. What can you do? He can make a new steak. That's like fixing his own mistake. He can talk to himself and tell himself that everybody makes mistakes sometimes. He can apologize and say, I'm so sorry, or he can do something extra, like bring an extra cupcake. You might not want to say, I'm sorry, because you might be embarrassed. You might even think that saying I'm sorry is like saying I'm wrong or I'm bad. Saying I'm sorry is a really brave thing to do. And you will almost always feel better when you apologize. The other person will too. Excited is when you're having a really good time or you're really looking forward to something and you just can't wait. Being excited is fun. But when you feel too excited, that isn't so fun. When you're too excited, you're not the boss of your feelings anymore, and that never feels good. You might talk too loud or talk too much. You might even say the same thing over and over. And you might have trouble sitting still or keeping your hands to yourself. Look at yourself and ask, am I the boss of my feelings? Or are my feelings the boss of me? If you are not in charge of your feelings, here's what you can do. Stop what you're doing. Get calm. Count your fingers and toes to yourself. Leave the room for a while. Get a drink of water. Find a quiet place. Close your eyes and breathe in and out slowly. If you need help doing these things, ask a grown-up in charge for help. You will feel so good being the boss of your feelings again. And we are going to pause here and continue this book next week. But as we read earlier this week, we talked about welcoming our feelings, noticing how we're feeling, and this book is helping us to figure out, what am I feeling and what can I do if I'm having too much of a certain feeling? So we're going to pause there and to be continued.